Vice President of CommuniGate Systems.
Okay, brilliant. So, John, just a couple of questions. What's your opinion on cloud?
Well, I think cloud, as I said before, is something that's been around in a couple different terms over 20 years. It used to be ASP model, hosted model, SaaS model, all these different things. But I think today it's become much more of a reality because people want to run their business and not really run IT as a big expense. So if you can move that out into a so-called cloud or to a vendor, then you obviously reduce a lot of infrastructure costs inside your company or carrier.
Yeah, very true. What do you think the risks are?
It's always written. I mean, the perception has always been, my data lives somewhere else.
Yeah.
If I can have my data inside a server that's sitting next to me, I feel more comfortable. If it's sitting, 3 kilometers away, it kind of feels like it's not as secure. But hey, all of our data is inside of a bank account. That's pretty personal.
Yeah.
Our tax information is somewhere in government servers somewhere. So I think that this has become less and less of a problem. And I think this generation hasn't really used computers like I did, meaning running around with floppy disks and CD-ROMs. And people are much more used to using a service like Skype or Facebook, and it's just out there somewhere. Yeah, Salesforce or any kind of business application. It just you get to it. You don't install it inside of the PC.
And how do you think cloud can be applied to the mobile industry?
I think it's a huge way to reduce expenses. I mean, as we know, everything in the carrier space, in the telecommunications area, is running towards razor-thin margins, trying to compete with things like Skype and other services that are out there in the cloud. So as a carrier builds out its infrastructure and network, if it can reduce some of its operational expenses running applications or getting them from vendors like me where we host them and provide them to the operator, then obviously it reduces their cost and risk as well.
Very interesting. And for your business this year, what are your key IT challenges?
Well, I mean, we have an IT department, but we actually use Salesforce and many things ourselves, so we're pretty much a user of cloud. I would say the challenges for the operators that we provide our technology to is obviously setup time, go-to-market time, which used to be 3-6 months, typically. Now, if you can set something up, we do have services in the cloud. They can go and get an account and start running in minutes. So I think this is really helping us in a big way to sell product and to allow the operator to get something to market faster.
You've been at the GSMA conference for a couple of days now. I guess anything exciting, or where do you think the real growth is in mobile this year?
I think the real growth in mobile in general, from my perspective, is to small business. Business subscribers are where the real growth is, whether you're a handset manufacturer, whether you're an application provider, an infrastructure provider. I think the business users and business subscribers are going to drive the growth in the next couple of years as people start to carry these devices and use them for their everyday purposes.
Interesting. That's great. So thanks for your time.
No problem. Thanks.